Right, should be good to go.
All right.
All right.
That's what we-
Oops. So, hello everyone. My name is Jonathan Gardner, and this is my mother, Nancy. She is also my support person and job coach. Today, we're going to share our experiences navigating the transition to adulthood and why self-determination matters so much. I am a 22-year-old advocate and cancer survivor who happens to have autism. Self-directed services in Massachusetts have had a profound impact on my life.
And my vision for Jonathan as he approached turning 22 was simple but big, was to help him learn to make his own decisions, live his best life, and find his place in the world. The road to get there was anything but simple, but it has taught us a lot about persistence, partnership, and the power of person-centered planning.
Our journey started early. When I was 13, my mom helped me create a personal vision to help others in any way I can. That vision became my roadmap. When I was 16, my mom asked to meet with my DDS autism specialist, who would eventually become my adult coordinator. Starting that relationship early mattered because I needed time to build trust before I moved forward. We also began using the Charting for Life course framework when I was 13. It helped us create a plan that truly reflects my needs and goals, and it keeps me moving towards a life that matches my interests and values.
In Massachusetts, like in many states, the transition from school to adult services isn't a single doorway. It is more like a maze. We had to learn which agencies did what, how to qualify, and how to make sure Jonathan's needs and his voice were always front and center.
My mom always has been my rock. After the trauma experience in public school at age 8, she homeschooled me until I was 18. She became both my teacher and my safe person, tailoring my learning to my needs and interests. The foundation gave me confidence to direct my own life and advocate for myself, even during cancer treatments. Our DDS autism specialist was also incredibly helpful. Because we started early, he already knew me, came to my IEP meetings, and was there whenever we had questions. That trust made a big difference. Another key moment came when my mom connected with a family practicing support decision making. Support decision making is an alternative to guardianship where I choose trusted supporters to help me make decisions, but the final choice is always mine. Learning from other families showed us that we have had options and freedom to choose. That was life-changing for us. When I was diagnosed with cancer, the medical costs were overwhelming. The rescue centers,
Resource.
excuse me, resource center, my bad, stepped in and helped my mom get me on mass health quickly, right in the middle of the pandemic and having cancer. Their support lifted a huge weight off my family's shoulders and made it possible for me to focus on my health.
So we learned a lot about services by going to support groups at our local ARC, connecting with advocacy organizations like the ARC of Massachusetts, and I joined a family leadership program. So, and that made talking to other parents who were walking the same road or had already walked in it was so valuable. It still is. And for me as a parent, the Insurance Resource Center, so big shout out to Terry, woo, I love Terry dearly, was truly a lifeline. Um, she personally guided me step by step, so I didn't have to face the process alone. And that kind of support that she gave to us, she gave to our whole family, even though she was communicating through me, but it really provided stability and hope during one of the hardest times of our lives. And just forever grateful, Terry. I'm so happy to see you on the call today. So had to give a big shout out because
Well,
um,
Very
amazing.
sweet, very kind.
Love you, Terry.
Thank you.
Okay, keep going, hon.
Back to our regularly scheduled program. We faced some tough challenges that showed where the system needs to improve. Now then, guardianship versus support decision making. During my cancer treatment, some providers pushed for full guardianship, even though I've been using supported decision making. They didn't listen to my voice. Being able to choose my own supporters, family, friends, and my medical team was critical to my mental health and recovery. Applying for SSI. After treatment, my mom asked our family support provider for help applying for SSI. She told my mom she already knew how to do it and shouldn't take up resources. But my mom was emotionally overwhelmed and needed the help. She ended up applying herself when I was 21, but early support would have made a big difference. Transitioning to self-directed. When I was 22, I wanted my mom to be my paid job coach. I trust her, and she understands my needs. But we were told no because it might open a can of worms for others. We had to fight through countless meetings, submit videos, person-centered plans, and letters of support just to prove what should have been obvious. It was exhausting and made us wonder how families without the same resources manage.
So my biggest advice, start early. Don't wait until senior year to think about adult life. Try work experiences and build independent living skills as soon as possible. And build relationships. Systems are not perfect, but people who know and respect the person can make all the difference in the world.
The biggest thing is trust and listening to the individual and their families. Even if a family knows the information, they still need emotional and practical support. This work is personal and it's different when it's your own child. The best results happen when providers and families work together. The Real Lives Law is a big step forward. It gives people with disabilities more control over their own lives. If more providers truly understood and embraced it, the system could shift from telling people what's best to asking and adapting to what the person actually needs and or wants. My adulthood isn't just about services, it's about being part of my community, advocating for myself and others and continuing to grow.
And as a parent, a support person, and now his job coach, my role is shifting from doing for Jonathan to actually walking beside him. That to me is the harder transition. It's helping our kids take the driver's seat in their own lives.
Oh.
And no, you're good. Where's the next slide?
This is the next
Oh,
slide.
okay. I didn't see anything there. So these, I just kind of put together resources that helped me help Jonathan. These are my personal go-to resources. They're not an end-all be-all. Maybe they'll help other people, maybe they won't. I don't know, but
They're at
those
least
are,
worth a look.
yeah, they're definitely worth a look. And just this is some of the things that we found helpful in our own journey, and I kind of just put them all together because I just thought maybe it'd be helpful to share. So.
Yeah.
And I created a PDF that Katie, whoever, can send out later for anyone that wants it. So
And now then, any questions?